shackles off him. Poor sod can't eat proper.
Dunno, not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been hauling him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why he up and bolt now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zerrikania so riled?
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her. What do you say to one more of your tales? While we toss down some cards.
Ah, why not? And since you mentioned one queen...
So, I've tried it already, and I like Queen the game. I've been playing, well, when it worked on my phone, I've been playing it. As I said, I've been playing it, so I tried it out for a bit, and we're gonna start a new game to see everything. You also have a multiplayer. Okay, so let's see everything. Thronebreaker for players familiar with the Gwent and ready to put their skills to the test, but hardened for players seeking a moderate challenge and an impactful story. I think I'm gonna go with the first one, Adventure, for players who want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the story with the option to skip battles. I didn't know I can skip battles though. Okay, yeah. That's just the second one. Need to perform recovery turns to them with the idea and the robot.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Neve, Queen of the Twin Realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Neve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Whiskers.
Hail, Your Majesty. Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Settle down, Caldwell.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, Your Grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be Your Grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, Your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Okay, we're ready. Welcome to the Thronebreaker tutorial. Before embarking on your adventure, you should get acquainted with basic game mechanics. You can control your character using the mouse button. Follow the cobblestone road to reach the next stage of your journey. Okay. Is that it? To go. You will expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood, and recruits. While on the road you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Okay.
Thought it were bandits riding.
Got 8 people. They see we can. Probably should have spoke to them first before taking their resources. But as it is,
They stretched her over a fight till she told them where she buried her gold.
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
okay. Congratulations, you found the treasure map. Search the area and you may just find the secret location marked on the map with an X. So it's a house and I don't know how this thing is called. It's like a tree. Cut tree. Okay. Let's try to remember that. More wood.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Meve was convinced the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of a queen. Yet the strays of Spala were a different breed. They held nothing sacred. Are these like furries? Okay, let's start the battle. I don't have anything to cast on my deck yet, so just go like that. This is Battlefield. You will play your cards on the bottom half, and your opponent would play on the top. Units can be played on one of two roads, melee or ranged, but remember the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the role you play them. A standard battle can last up to 3 rounds. The first to win the rounds wins the whole match. Players alternate their turns. During your turn, you can play only one card, but you can use any number of abilities. The player who goes first in a match is the same who initiated the battle. In this case, you encountered an ambush, so your opponent will have the first turn.
Quicker they are, easier they are to target. To attack the Queen? An outrage!
The strength of each unit you play adds to your army's total strength. The player whose army has the most strength point at the end of a round will win the round. Some units have armor. Armor absorbs a certain amount of damage dealt to the unit.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select the card and read its short description. Additional information will appear if you right-click on the card. Okay. Play any card. Boost self by 5. I'm gonna do this one.
Aye. Salt.
Okay. How the heck do I read that? Let's give the man have a loyal ability. This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Meve's ability. Each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. Meve's ability allows her to boost a unit's strength and add armor to it. She can use this ability once every few turns. Select her and select one of your units.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Seek free. Okay, yes, I can do this. And now let's see this one.
Yeah!
Strays, cavalry, self-reward. What does adjacent unit means? But okay. So let's put this one.
Keep calm, Tide. The strays took tail and run.
It's so weird that I can put this dude in the battlefield.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
How? Your opponent's cards also have abilities. Be sure to read their description carefully and adapt your strategy accordingly. What did she? Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost health. I don't know, I don't see him doing anything.
Arbalist at your command.
But okay. I don't know, let's do this one.
Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
When you bleed all of your cards, the end button will turn into a pass button. Then you pass, you will not be able to perform any action until the start of your next turn. Okay, see. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. In the event of a tie, both players will receive a victory point.
Battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Okay.
Battle formation! Protect the Queen!
The player who won the previous round will play first in the next round. Okay. Damage enemy. Okay, let's go.
Should listen to me, old lady.
As I understand it, this round is supposed to be the loss for me, so I know how it looks, but let's see if I can win it anyway. Yep. Okay, it's not a problem.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Go down 3, okay. I don't think they have like 3, sounds too much.
We'll catch 'em all!
Armor won't say.
Yeah, I can't. That's all.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Okay, so I don't know how I lost this time, but okay. You won 2 rounds in a row, which means you are the battle's victor. Congratulations. Victor.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Okay, that's nice.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Neve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Okay, now I have an idea. Let's draw Meave next time. I've been really missing drawing with pencils lately, so
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Pitch camp by pressing the hand button on the left side of the screen. Camp building allows you to expand your army and give you access to important information. Most camp building can be my monitor is dirty. Okay, can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. That's workshop. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. To improve your camp building, you must first collect the appropriate quantity of gold and food. For your journey, you'll definitely need access to a regional map, but to get it, you will first need to improve your royal land. Okay. Thanks to this improvement, you now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main game screen. The workshop itself can also be improved with each subsequent improvement. You will gain access to new stronger units. Go to the commentary and to view your army. Okay, this one. In the command tent, you can create units and build your army from available cards. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit camp, allowing you to use stronger units. The cards currently in your deck are displayed on the left-hand side. All cards available for you to create and place in your deck are displayed on the main screen. You can gain access to new cards by upgrading your training grounds and workshop, as well as through certain story-related tasks. Grayed out cards are available but have not yet been graded. I see. Grayed out. Okay. You must first grade them before you can include them in your deck. Your deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently, your recruit cap sits at 125 points. To create new cards, you need a particular resource: recruits. You can gain recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with a helmet icon, as well as through certain story-related tasks. You've received additional resources to recruit a Wackenburg card. Right-click now on Wackenburg to preview and recruit it. This one. No. Oops. Recruited well. Well, that's not too much, honestly. Okay. That's that. Oh, and yep, okay, good. You can now view and create new cards or return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Let's take a look. I actually wanted to see. What is that? Order all for this video. As this is the first one, and I wanted to let me think for a bit how I'm gonna say that. Lately I played Dredge, and I think there was another game like that, but I don't remember which one. But for now, there's two. Wait, I'm just gonna check. Because I have a plan of the games that I have played. So we're having Frostbank, which was first one. Then Dredge, which was this Monday. Thronebreaker, and I think that's all. So we're gonna have to choose a game that I'm gonna play till I finish it for the June. Out of these three, I guess, because I don't think I played anything else for the past month that has a story to play through. And also, I want to add to this list, I'm gonna do a post in the community tab, or however it's called, where you can choose a game, and I'm gonna add another one. I forgot how it was called. Something about hospital. Two Point Hospital, I think that's how it's called, because I got it on Epic Games Store. I think when I post it, it will stop being free. So I wanted to play this game for a long time, but they never did a sale on Steam that would fit my budget. I have like $3 right now for games, and I don't think they're able to do a proper sale for me to get it. Like, I think it's $20 for the game, or $30. Well, anyway, we have 4 options, and I'm gonna do a post about it. So don't forget to vote for the game you like most. Yep, let's continue, and I think we're gonna check everything in the camp, and then I'll finish today's video. You can now take a look at the other camp buildings to familiarize yourself with their functions, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Let's see. And something in the workshop. Last time I did that, and I spent all the gold I had. Increased number of trinkets. We've kinda keep to 3. I genuinely don't know what that means. Like, let's not do that yet. Mass stand, a place where you can share stories with your comrades. I think it looks awful at the moment, so commandant enables unit creation and army building. Watchtower, use scouts to mark the location of treasure and resources on your original map. We can actually do that. I think it's useful at the beginning too. Training grounds, provide access to the training grounds and enables you to recruit new combat units in the commandant. Lyrian Herbalist Regiment, Drummer, Rivian, Pikeman. Okay,
bit of respite, Reynard?
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant, nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he blundered like a schoolboy.
For Reginald, it was unheard of and badly that I dare say.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Leave, save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly.
I don't know, do we talk about the sun or do we not?
Alas, I've come to fear villain might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances, events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either.
Okay, that's all. Let's...
Time I attended to other matters.
Okay, and what is that? That's... statistics. So, I would leave camp. Is that? I think that's all. Yep. And we have our royal tent. In the royal of the design